If you've been watching my videos for a little bit, then you'll know that I have knit a pair of black wool and silk stockings and that I am currently working on a pair of white cotton stockings for my lounge outfit. I don't know if you've ever wondered about how those stockings ever stayed up in the videos that I've made in the winter time, but I can tell you that what I was using then was not enough, because by the end of wearing whatever I was wearing, usually my stockings were down around my ankles, which isn't very practical or warm in the winter. So today I wanted to look into a few versions of garters and see maybe which ones might function best, and I might put them to the test a little bit later to see which version of garters I like wearing better. I wanted to fit this video in with my knitted cabinet of curiosities because I will be making, not knitting, but crocheting a pair of garters to test out. From what I know, there's two types of garters that were used, especially in the late Victorian time period and early Edwardian time period, to hold up your stockings. One was a way to tie, like ribbon, lace, something like that, tie around your legs either above or below the knee to keep them up. And I think that that method has been used for a long, long time. I think there's examples of that being used for hundreds of years prior to the late 1800s. The other method is a way of using clip garters and clipping those garters to your corset. And some corsets would be made already with garter clips built in, and then you can just clip your stockings onto those. I went a little bit back and forth on whether or not to share these videos, but I found them particularly useful to understanding how to wear both the tie-on garters as well as the clip-on garters, because I had some questions in terms of the order of undergarments I should be wearing for them to both work and hold up and stay up as long as possible. And I actually found, I think, some of my answers in some of the more naughty videos of the day. I found two videos of women in the late 1800s, early 1900s undressing, which I'm sure was quite scandalous. And I can't show all of it, but there are points in both of those videos where you get down to them taking off their stockings, and one of them is holding up their stockings with clips clipped onto her corset, and the other one has garters that tie on. So I am going to make the garters out of a crochet pattern that I found in a book. I hope that it'll go quite quickly. It's probably a quick, fast project. And the clip-on garters I found on Amazon actually that work really well with a corset that I have. I will leave a link below to both the crochet thread that I used to make the crocheted version of these garters, as well as the Amazon link if you want to also get the clip-on garters to hold up your stockings. Let's get right into the making of the crochet garter version. You're going to need a small crochet hook, some crochet thread, for which I will leave the link in the description below if you're interested on which crochet thread I used. They didn't have any color choices open, so I just chose one that I thought would look nice with both my black and my white stockings, as well as a small crochet hook and some ribbon to thread through the garters to tie them on and hold them up. Now I want to try out the two different kinds of garters. I have my black wool stockings that I knit a while ago here that I'm going to use to try them out first. Maybe I'll give you a little sneak peek of the white cotton ones I have been working on. First, I'm going to try the clip-on garters. From what I can tell in the video, and just logistically I guess as well, I have to put my drawers on over my corset, which I don't usually do. Here are my drawers. I don't have them on right now. I just have my chemise on underneath my corset, and I'm going to put these stockings on next. These are quite long. Oh, they're so warm. They're really nice. I forgot how nice these are. It's been so long since I've worn them. Oh, no. There's a hole. Okay, I'm just gonna be really careful when I try them on, and I'm gonna darn these later. The good news is the last time I had to darn something, I used a sweet potato as my darning egg because I didn't have one. But since then, I've actually acquired an appropriate darning egg, so I can use that now to fix these. Oh, the hole is right there, but the hole is right there. So I'm gonna be really careful wearing these. I got these clips on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below in case you're curious about them. I wouldn't call them like 100% historically accurate, but I would call them adequate enough. They're close enough to examples I've seen, and you can also change the length here for how high you're pulling. I just clipped that to the bottom of my corset. Oh, that does a really good job of holding it up. Yeah, this one is the one with the hole, so I'm gonna just wear this a little askew. I don't want to pull on the yarn around that area. See here? This is holding up my stockings pretty well. And then I would wear the drawers over this. And the reason for that is that the drawers come down pretty far on my legs. So I couldn't, if I wore the drawers underneath my corset, it would be nearly impossible for me to clip from here on the outside to the bottom of my corset. So this way, that is possible. I will say it just bunches up the fabric a lot of the chemise around my drawers, but my socks and stockings feel very secure. I like it. What I'm not going to cover in this video is a longer wear test of these two garter types. I have tested them both out over the course of a week, and I will be sharing that with you in a future video in a few weeks. So you'll see that soon, and you'll see what I think about wearing my drawers in this way, as well as the elastic clip-on garters versus the tie-on garters. So now, for comparison, let me grab my tie-on garters and show you how those work. I made these tie-on garters the length that they are in order to make them work for both above or below the knee wear. Some of the stockings that I'm making, the cotton ones, are a little shorter than these, so I need to be able to wear them below the knee, but I like to wear these with the ties at the above the knee point. In the video, I believe that the lady who's wearing the tie-on garters also wears her drawers over her corset. But at least with these, you have the option that if you wanted to, you could wear your drawers underneath your corset because there's nothing that's connecting your garters to your corset. Now these tie-on garters are supposed to have elastic attached with them, but I'm currently packing for a move, and for the life of me, I cannot find them. So I don't know where the elastic that I own went, so it's just tied on by string right now. Even without the elastic, I'm finding so far that these tie-on garters work quite well to hold up my stockings, and here I wanted to give you a little bit of a sneak preview of the white cotton stockings that I finished just recently. Next week I'll be releasing the video of how I knit these, as well as a pattern to knit these yourself if you're interested. Thank you again so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, including the stocking videos that'll be coming out next week, please feel free to subscribe. I'll also leave links where you can find me on other social media pages and other ways that you can support me, but only if you'd like to. I'll see you again very soon.